Good morning, Summit family, and welcome to the Summit Church. We are so glad that you are gathering with us online today. As we close out this year, you will hear stories of how God has been working through our ministries and through your faithfulness. Our prayer is that these moments remind you that lives are being changed by God, and you are a vital part of what's happening. Thanks for being with us today. Let's lean in together.
Troubled Messiah, you prayed through the night, unbearable sorrow, the world on your mind. Betrayed by the kiss of a friend, you were taken by your own free will, rejected and disowned by those who came to you. Stripped of your clothes, you were mocked, you were beaten, made a king of fools, a crown of sorrow driven deep into your brow, yet you made no sound. What you went through to love me, I'll never understand. What blows my mind away is you love me as I am. They call for Barabbas, a king for a thief, parading your kindness like rags through the streets, draped with the weight of the world on your shoulders as you climb that hill, a burden far too great for flesh and bone to bear. You stretched out your arms as you work on those Roman nails, your body frail, the very hands that shaped the world hung up to thee. Lifted on high, crucified him who knew no sin, the Nazarene, the Son of Man, the Lamb of God, Emmanuel, given to die. What you went through to love me, I'll never understand. What blows my mind away is you love me as I am. Precious Redeemer, Lamb that was slain, oh, for the hopeless, lifter of shame, run to the sinner, grace to my soul, death is defeated, my sin is gone, and I'm blown away, oh, crushed by the weight of the world that you came to save. You took my place, your blood is rivers flowing freely to the ground. Yield in your spirit, you let what you went through to love me. I'll never understand what pulls my mind away if you do it all again.
Hey Summit family, here are this week's announcements.
Hey Summit family, just want to remind you that we are returning in person January 4th. Join us at one of our locations at 10:30 a.m. Whether you're in the Sioux or in Echo Bay, we are one church, multiple locations. See you then.
We will be having our first worship night of 2026 on January 13th at 7 o'clock. And then every month after that, we will be having them the first Tuesday of every month at 7 o'clock. Hope to see you there.
On Sunday, January the 11th, we will be launching our 2026 theme. You don't want to miss this Sunday. It is going to be jam-packed and full of excitement. You see, God is leading us right now. He's preparing us for what He has planned. And this moment, this launch is going to really solidify and help set up the direction for the year. So make it a priority, invite someone, bring your neighbors, and come ready for what God is going to do next. We'll see you then.
Hey, what's up, Ascend Youth students? Pastor Noah here, and I'm just excited to announce that we are kicking off the Ascend Youth schedule on January 15th, 6:30 p.m. We have some fun things we have planned: archery tag, games, sermon, announcements, and we're also going to be sharing about what the theme is for 2026. You don't want to miss it. We have great things planned for the whole semester. January 15th, 6:30 p.m.
Hey Summit Men, this one is for you. Are you guys like me and you just love to eat? Well, join us Saturday, January 17th, 8 a.m. at Stacked for some good conversations, some good food. You don't want to miss out on the most important meal of the day. All right, see you all then.
Hey Summit Men, do you love to ice fish? Well, if you do, we're going ice fishing on Saturday, January the 24th, and we would love to have you join us. If you want more information or if you're interested, speak to Andrew. Grab your stuff, pack it up, let's hit the ice and see if we can catch some fish.
Do you call Echo Bay your home? If you do, remember, January 25th after service will be our monthly luncheon. It's a great time to connect and see each other over some great food.
If you're walking through something difficult right now, just be reminded that you are not alone. You can text the word prayer to the number on the screen, and we will have our prayer team reach out to you. We would love to remind you that God sees you and hears you, and we are also here to support you.
And thank you for your generosity and faithful investment in what God is doing here at the Summit in Sault Ste. Marie. We give because God has richly blessed us. And we want to continue to invest in what God is doing and build His kingdom here at the Summit. Thank you again. There's multiple ways that you can give. They'll be on screen. We hope you have an incredible day.
And that's it for our announcements. Enjoy the rest of our gathering.
Because of you. Have you ever heard those words spoken out? Because of you, I was able to do this, or because of you, we could do this. These are powerful words that speak of kingdom advancement. And today, what I want to do is talk about what it means to be a family united, moving forward, and to hear the words, because of you, God is working in the Algoma region. The big idea for today is this: when we invest in each other through love and through support, we're not only supporting or uplifting our own faith, but we're catalyzing God's mission to the world around us, to the Algoma region. In the book of 1 Thessalonians, Paul writes to the church in Thessalonica a very powerful and uplifting letter to encourage them to lean in, to press in, to work together to advance the kingdom of God. You have Paul and Silas and Timothy, three men of faith who have been working together in the church in Thessalonica. And when they write this letter, they're now at a distance. They're in Corinth, and they're speaking to them. They're writing to them to encourage them. And the relationship here is Silas was Paul's missionary partner throughout his second missionary journey. And Timothy was, well, his young protege. And as they were passing through Timothy's hometown of Lystra in Asia Minor, or modern day Turkey, they brought him along for the ride. And it's very powerful and very profound. And what happens throughout this letter is that Paul practices what he preached. He starts off the chapter by lifting up or exhorting the Thessalonian church, the people who live there. And he's encouraging them to live high-touch lives of authentic faith. Live it out. Don't just say it, but live it out. And as he rolls into chapter 3 in verse 7 through 9, which is our key passage this morning, he says these words. He says, "So we have been greatly encouraged in the midst of our troubles and suffering. Dear brothers and sisters, because of you, or because you have remained strong in your faith, it gives us new life to know that you are standing firm in the Lord. How we thank God for you." And here's the line: "Because of you, we have great joy as we enter God's presence." Because of you, Paul's writing. Paul, the pillar of faith, is writing to the church in Thessalonica and saying, because of you, we have great joy as we enter God's presence. Because of you, God is changing lives, and we are celebrating. We are rejoicing. And let me just say this. In 2019, my wife and I and our family, we agreed and preached the call here at the summit. And God was stirring in our hearts a move from where we were to where we're going to be. And as we navigated through the waters of moving from a small town to Sault Ste. Marie, God really birthed in us this vision that he has something great planned. And we landed December 30th, 31st, for January 1st, through an ice storm and through no power. And it was a wild way to start. But as we launched into 2020, this new season, God was preparing us for what was next. But like the craziest thing happened. We journeyed through crisis and COVID and managements and all of this. And the church that is not the church today that God is preparing and moving. And because of you, God has taken us to this new place where he has great things in store. And we're only on the edge of what God has. And as we lean into 26, we're going to launch a strategic plan and a theme and really dig into where God's moving and where God's leading us. But we know at the base of it all, God is moving. And because of you, we have great joy as we enter into God's presence because of your faithfulness and your commitment to discipleship. I want you to hear from a few of our leaders of what God's doing in our midst. And because of you, God is moving.
Hey, Summit family, Derek here. I help lead our cruise ministry. And just some highlights from this past year. We've had some new volunteers come on and step up and lead some initiatives. And because of you and your generosity and your willingness to serve, we managed to prepare 1,120 meals for St. Vincent's. We helped Helping Hands raise over $1,500 in one day during a community barbecue. And our coldest night of the year team raised over $1,000 to help St. Vincent's this year. So I look forward to serving with you in the coming year, and I'm excited about some new opportunities that are coming down the line. Have a Merry Christmas and God bless.
Hello, Summit family, and a very Merry Christmas to you. My name is Claudia, and I am one of the ministry partners here at the Summit. I am director of the prayer ministry, and I just wanted to share with you what a great year we've had so far. There have been so many people that have come up for prayer and have been ready to share their heart and vulnerability and just actually wanted an extra touch of healing and blessing. And for all of that, I am very grateful. We've added 3 new team members to our prayer teams thus far. And because of you, we're able to just keep growing and expanding. And because of you coming up and wanting prayer and needing prayer, others are seeing that and understanding and knowing that it's okay and God has got you. And there's people here to intercede for you and keep you in their hearts and keep you in prayer. And I just wanted to thank you so much for that. I can't wait to see what God does with the prayer team for next year. So thank you so much and God bless.
Good morning, Summit family. My name is Alicia Lyons, and I'm representing myself and Ricky Richards, and we are your policy directors here at the Summit. We've undergone a few exciting things this year if you consider combing through paperwork and checking off boxes exciting, which we do. We've gone through a review of all ministry partner files to make sure all files are current and all requirements are met. We have a small but mighty committee working in the background to review and update current Summit policies and to create new ones as new needs arise. You might not think that you're involved in policy at the Summit, but if you think of any time that you fill out a permission form for your kids to attend an activity, every time you complete a vulnerable sector check to participate in ministry, anytime you sign your kids in on a Sunday morning, or any time that you wait outside the bathroom because there's kids in there and our policy ensures that they are alone in the bathroom, you're participating. And because of your diligence, our ministries run smoothly, our vulnerable folks in our midst are protected, and ultimately we are honoring God. So thank you from Ricky and I for your diligence this year, and we look forward to more exciting policy-related activities in the new year.
Hi, we are Heath and Diane Bishop, and we are the missions ministry partners here at the Summit. And we want to just highlight a few things from 2025 and speak to something coming up in 2026 and 2027. So in 2025, one of the main highlights was we were able to send 16 people from the Summit to Global Shore in Guatemala for 10 days. We had a fundraiser to support this in the form of a chili cook-off, which was great. And in September, we had over 30 people involved in the MOVE event for Global Shore. And we walked, ran, and biked over 4,000 kilometers, raising over $3,000 for Global Shore.
Because of you and all of your generous donations, the Summit supports 23 mission-minded ministries. There are 9 national, 8 international, and 6 local missions that we support. If you see behind us, our new mission wall, Joyce Schlapaki helped me put this together this fall, and we're excited to announce that we will keep updating this wall with all the people that we support as a church community. That way you can see the new things happening with their ministries and check out a clipboard anytime you want and be praying for all of these ministries. In 2027, we're planning a mission trip to the Dominican Republic with Everyday Ministries. It's a ministry we've been supporting for a long time. We're excited to share more about that in 2026. We also are going to bring back the Chili Cook-Off in 2026, so stay tuned for that. And thanks to you, we are sending out our very own Seth Bishop to do a year of missions in Guatemala in just 2 weeks. Thanks to all of you, and keep us in your prayers.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Tammy, and we help lead journey groups.
This season, we've had between 80 and 90 people in over 7 groups throughout the week.
Journey groups provide a smaller setting that lets people get to know each other, to form relationships and encourage each other.
There's been some great, honest discussions about real-life issues, and the small group setting means that people feel more comfortable asking hard questions and being honest while exploring what it means to follow Jesus.
Because of you, people are finding community, friendships are being formed, people are learning to pray for each other and ask for prayer, and people are growing closer to God.
Thank you for investing, serving, and participating in building strong, healthy relationships with God and with each other.
We hope to see you in a journey group soon.
Hi, Summit family. My name is Miss Tara, and I am a ministry partner with Summit Kids. This year, we've seen a lot of new faces, and we've learned that we are never alone, that God is always with us. We've learned that we are part of God's community, whether we're in our Summit Kids class, in church, in school, at home, wherever we may be, we are part of God's community. It takes a lot to put on a Sunday school program. So thank you to our teachers, our check-in desk, our hall monitors, nursery, and of course our youth who are always there to help out. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Next year, we look forward to finishing the classroom so that all our kids can be in their correct respective places and they all have safe places to learn what it means to be a follower of Jesus. Because of you, we are able to pursue a place where kids can learn what it means to have Jesus in their hearts. Thank you for praying, for serving, and for allowing our kids to become the followers of Jesus that God intends them to be.
Good morning, Summit Church. My name's Rob. I'm one of the ministry partners here. And you'll find me most Sundays hanging out in the front foyer, either greeting people and first impressions at the front door, or hanging out at base camp, answering questions and helping new people get acquainted with who we are here at the Summit. And I just wanted to take this chance to say thank you to each and every single one of you. Because of how you're sharing your lives with people, connecting in your workplaces, in your schools, and as you go about things, you're letting your real life show your authentic faith. And people are noticing the difference that Jesus can make in people's lives. And we're seeing their faces every single week, brand new people coming to the Summit because of how you're sharing your lives. So thank you so much for that. I'm lucky to be a part of a great team and being able to see so many of you every single week. And I'm excited to see how God is going to work through the Summit and impact the community and larger area through the amazing things and love that each and every one of you are showing. Thank you, and I love you all.
You see, church, God is changing people, changing lives, changing legacies. God is at work, and he's moving in our midst, and we get to be a part of it. Because of you, we have great joy as we enter into God's presence, that God is at work, that he's moving in our midst, that he's transforming lives, that he's calling people. And I want you to hear more from our staff as they unpack how God is working in our midst and through each of you.
Hi, Summit family. I'm Hannah, and I have the honor of helping lead our worship ministry. We have seen some incredible things this year, including having worship nights every month and seeing those grow and change. We have also had a fireside worship night in Echo Bay, as well as we've also seen our youth really take a deeper step in worship, especially on Thursday nights as they have their worship. I am super pumped to see what God is going to do in 2026. And because of you, we get to have these opportunities. So thank you so much for your generosity, your support, your prayers. We really, really appreciate you. And as we go into this 2026 season, I am really excited to see what God's going to do. So
Hey, Summit family, what's up? Pastor Jason here, coming to you from Echo Bay. Man, what a year 2025 has been. First, we've started up these family luncheons. We just wrapped up our last one last week, and man, they are awesome. It's a great time to have community and just actually connect with one another. Also, our little church, it's been growing. It's great to see. And with that growth, that also means our kids' ministry is growing. And wow, it is amazing. I think the best part is watching them every month, learning over their memory verses. And also, we have a favorite song called Books of the Bible, which is leading them through every book in order. Anyways, because of you guys, man, we were able to have a VBS this summer where we had about 30 kids on average every day for a week. It was great. So again, thank you for those prayers and help. Looking forward to seeing what 2026 has in for us next year. Man, from my family to you guys, love ya, peace.
Hey Summit family, Pastor Noah here, and I just wanted to share a couple incredible highlights that have happened over this year. The first is Overflow. We took 42 people to Overflow, a church conference where they discovered more about their purpose and about growing in their faith. We've seen record high attendance over this year with 40 students regularly attending and an upwards of 48 students attending in one youth night. We've had in-house retreats for students to get away from the noise. Again, record high attendance. Students are serving in all areas in the church. Just some incredible things happening at the Summit. And I just wanted to share just one student named Logan. Logan just started to attend within the last couple months, and he's already coming to the in-house retreat. He's already seeking to help out at youth group, and he's growing in his faith, asking questions. And all this is happening because of you, because of your generosity. Students are engaging in community, they're discovering their purpose, and they're giving their lives to Jesus. So I just wanted to thank you.
You see, church, what you do matters. What you do really matters. You may think I'm not playing a huge role, but you are. That you're a part of this family, and we are leaning in to see God move across this region. We've had 15 baptisms this year. 40-ish kids in Summit Kids, over 40 students engaged in youth ministry. People are in groups and they're growing in their faith. People are serving in various roles. Our community is being impacted. We have students being called to ministry. We are actually sending off our first missionary from our church, our family. We're sending a missionary to go and to reach people in a different part of the world. But not only that, we're seeing all of our campuses growing. God is adding to our number those who are experiencing Jesus and being saved and transformed. And this is only the beginning. This is just the start. God has more in store, and we are excited about what God is doing. And because of you, we have great joy as we enter into God's presence. You see, we as a church are big enough to impact the world, not because of our size, but because of the God that we serve. But at the same time, we're also small enough to care for the one, to care for that next person, that person beside us, that person who has a name, that person whose story matters, that person who's going to experience the presence of Jesus through you. Because of you, we have great joy as we enter into God's presence. Church, thank you. Thank you for giving. Thank you for serving. Thank you for investing. Thank you for making a difference. And thank you for being a part of this family. God is at work. God is moving. God is using you, and you may not see it right now, but God is using you to further his kingdom. As we enter 26, we do so with great joy, with great excitement, and great expectation of what God is going to do. Because of you, God is changing lives all around the world. God is changing lives in the Algoma region, and we are excited about what is next. So here's my challenge for you. Lean in, dig in, stand firm, serve, invest, and believe for great things. And join us on this journey. And as we just launch into 2026, see what God can do.
Summit family, thank you for joining us today. We hope these stories encourage you and remind you that God is moving through this church and through each of you. Your prayers, generosity, and service truly make a difference. As we head into the new year, let's stay connected, keep trusting God, and continue living out his mission together. We love you, and we'll see you again real soon.